Hello, I'm Letitia Clark, your mayor here in Tustin, and this is Mayor Clark's Corner. Thanks for joining me today for the March update for all things Tustin. Today, I'm at the Tustin Area Senior Center, and in a moment, I'll be speaking with Holly Hagler, President and CEO of Meals on Wheels OC. At the March 16th council meeting, city staff presented a recap of the process and update of the city's current strategic plan. The 5-year strategic plan was developed in 2018 to prioritize and guide the work and future of our organization. The multi-year plan encompasses Tustin's values, overall goals, and strategies, which focus on 5 key areas: economic and neighborhood development, public safety and protection of assets, financial strength, strong community and regional relationships, organizational excellence, and customer service. Implementation of these strategies, which are identified in depth in the strategic plan, are on schedule. There are exceptions to several initiatives as a result of COVID-19 and the pandemic. Several accomplishments to date include completion of Veterans Sports Park and Peters Canyon Channel, construction of the city's Emergency Ops Center and Public Works Yard, creation of new reserves for pension and other post-employment benefit costs, and an established $6.6 million in additional payments made to CalPERS. We also conducted a cost of service analysis for the city's water system and a 5-year IT plan created. Creation of a new mobile app is in progress, and the creation of a streamlined business assistance and development review program is underway. Mark your calendars for April 14th at 4:15 p.m. as our consultant management partners will facilitate the first of several workshops to identify goals that the City Council would like to see going forward. The second strategic plan workshop is scheduled for May 12th. At this workshop, the City Council will prioritize those goals previously identified in the April 14th workshop. The last is a budget community workshop, which will be held on May 24th. Barring any snags, the final strategic plan update will be presented at the July 6th City Council meeting. All of these workshops will be held via Zoom, and I highly encourage all of you to participate. We would like to hear from you so we can work together on this very important plan. The strategic plan will provide the framework to guide our city, help set milestones, and keep us on track to continue to be a great city to live, work, and play in. To view the 5-year strategic plan, please visit the website for more information. To participate in the Zoom workshops, please also visit our website for more information. On March 16th, the Council unanimously approved Resolution 21-20, which continued Tustin's local emergency regarding COVID-19. About a year ago, the City of Tustin, along with the World Health Organization, U.S. Health and Services Department, State, and the County of Orange, declared a public emergency due to the pandemic. Today, we continue to make progress. Our case numbers are decreasing and vaccination numbers are increasing, but the pandemic continues to be a threat. The resolution approved by the City Council allows for a continuance of prior measures taken by the Council, including suspension of penalties of late payments for water services, business tax requirements reinstated in November 2020 remain in effect, and business permits for massage establishments in place since October also remain in effect. Since October 2020, the city reinstated parking enforcement related to street sweeping. Staff is currently analyzing data related to the enforcement for the council consideration to possibly suspend future enforcement. The Tustin Chamber of Commerce, in partnership with Families Together of Orange County, is bringing a mobile COVID-19 vaccination unit to Tustin shopping centers to provide complimentary COVID-19 vaccinations to restaurant employees. The mobile vaccination unit is visiting the Enderley Center, Old Town, the Tustin Legacy area, Tustin Heights Shopping Center, and the Tustin Marketplace. COVID-19 vaccinations are currently only for restaurant workers and must be made through an appointment beforehand, and of course, no walk-ups are allowed. To view dates, times, and locations of the mobile vaccination unit, visit the Tustin Chamber of Commerce at tustinchamber.org. To make an appointment, or if you have any questions, contact Lindbergh McPherson at the phone number listed below. I'd like to give a big thank you to Lindbergh McPherson, the Tustin Chamber of Commerce, and Families Together of OC for all that you are doing for our community. On behalf of the City of Tustin, we thank you for your partnership, your time, and your commitment to Tustin. On April 3rd, our Parks and Recreation Department is hosting a walkthrough Easter event at Tustin Sports Park from 9 to 11:30 a.m. The event includes socially distanced vendor and game booths, a picture with the Easter Bunny, and free Easter eggs for families to take home or do their own family egg hunt in the park. Masks and pre-registration are required. For more information, please call 714-573-3326 or visit our website. On April 17th from 8 a.m. to noon, rain or shine, the city is hosting a community yard sale in the Tustin Civic Center parking lot. For more information, please contact our Parks and Recreations Department at the number listed below. Last month, I shared that the Peppertree Park Improvement Project was anticipated to be complete in April 2021. I'm happy to announce the fences are coming down and Peppertree Park will open on April 6th. The new and improved Peppertree Park's makeover include restroom renovations, new landscaping, irrigation, turf, a senior center community garden, playground equipment, rubberized playground surfacing, infield renovation, and a series of accessibility improvements in accordance with the Americans with Disabilities Act. Come on down with the family to enjoy all of the great new amenities. I'd like to personally thank our Public Works Department and Parks and Recreation Department for working diligently and quickly to bring the great park back online and available for our community to enjoy. Before I introduce today's guest speaker, I wanted to remind everyone that here outside of the Senior Center, we are still accepting kindness cards. Residents are invited to write a card or note with encouraging words for Tustin seniors who may be experiencing loneliness due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Cards or notes should be handwritten with a positive and kind message and should be placed in an unsealed envelope. Children's drawings are also encouraged. The kindness cards and notes can be dropped off here at the Senior Center, located at 200 C Street. Parks and Recreation Department staff will distribute these cards to seniors, receiving food courtesy of Meals on Wheels and the Second Harvest Food Bank. At this time, it's my pleasure to introduce Holly Hagler, CEO of Meals on Wheels OC. Meals on Wheels OC has been helping seniors for over 50 years. And we're so proud to partner with them in the city of Tustin. Hi, Holly.
Hi, it's such a pleasure to be here, Mayor.
Thanks for taking time out of your busy schedule to provide us some information about Meals on Wheels OC and how you've been helping older adults 50 years and older here in Tustin. Can you tell us a little bit about your organization's mission and values?
Absolutely. Our mission is to nourish the wellness, purpose, and dignity of older adults in our communities. Our values are really the beliefs that drive our mission, and we believe that all older adults in Orange County should be able to live with wellness, purpose, and dignity. They should have the right to make their own choices. They deserve nourishing meals tailored to their needs and preferences, and they should be able to pursue meaningful relationships that prevent isolation and loneliness.
Wonderful. Could you tell us a little bit about your services prior to the pandemic and who receives them?
Prior to the pandemic, we have provided the traditional Meals on Wheels that most people think about, meals delivered to homebound older adults. But we also provide hot lunches at about 23 senior centers across all of Central and North Orange County, as well as adult day health care services in centers where older adults come for medically supervised daycare. Now, because of the pandemic, a lot of that has changed.
So speaking of the pandemic, how have some of the services with Meals on Wheels changed since March of 2020, since the senior centers had to physically close their doors?
So we could no longer do that hot lunch program in a social setting in the senior centers. So we converted those to grab and go frozen meals. So all of the senior centers now have designated days where older adults can go and pick up a week's worth of frozen meals, nutritionally balanced to meet their needs, and take them home during the week. That is the case also here at the Tustin Senior Center, which distributes those meals on Thursdays. We also increased the number of people who get our regular home delivered meals delivered to their homes, safely, socially distanced. And we converted our adult day healthcare centers to telehealth centers.
Wonderful. So you mentioned that the senior center is now receiving meals, the grab and go meals on Thursdays. Any other ways that the Tustin Senior Center has been affected? And how long did it take to transform some of those services right here in Tustin?
So here in Tustin on Thursdays, participants can pick up meals between 11 and 12:30. A line does form here kind of early. So by about noon, the line clears up and really anybody who wants the meals can get the meals. And they should really call the senior center in advance to learn a little bit more, maybe pre-register if they want to. And that telephone number is 714-573-3340 right here at the senior center. Now, prior to the pandemic, about 60 people a day were coming here for hot meals. Now, the senior center is distributing meals to at least 110 people a week here through the senior center. If they are unable to come to the center, in some cases they're able to deliver the meals to their homes. So that's probably another 60 people. And then we have continued to operate our traditional Meals on Wheels program. And so we're probably serving another 35 people that way. So quite a few people are able to get their meals right here through the senior center in Tustin.
In light of all the changes that's happened with COVID-19, have you launched any new programs during the pandemic? And are those programs going to be more temporary, or are they likely to be permanent?
So yeah, they are mostly temporary. We have partnered with the healthcare agency to be able to deliver meals to families who have to quarantine, who are at particular need as the agency has identified. And then we also created a small collaborative to be able to provide grocery boxes to older adults. And that, again, some of this is dependent on the funding and how long the funding for these specific programs lasts. The same is true for, we partnered with the county to administer the Great Plates program, which was a restaurant meal delivery program. And that wound down in November. And then in response to that, because there were older adults that wanted to continue to get restaurant meals and said they would be happy to pay for them if they could continue to get those deliveries, we launched Senior Cuisine Delivered, where we've negotiated good rates with restaurants. So seniors that want to pay for that, they can. And they can find out about those programs on our website at mealsonwheelsoc.org.
What about who pays for the meals? How are all those meals funded? Because they're absolutely free to the seniors. So where does the money come from to fund them?
Yeah, so for our traditional meal programs, that funding is always there. And it's a combination of federal, state, and local funding. Most of it does come from the federal government through the Older Americans Act. But it's a public-private partnership, so we raise money as well to put into the program. The participants are given the opportunity to make a contribution as well.
So Holly, you almost answered my next question, and maybe you can just give us specifics about how the community can support you with this great program. Is there a website or a phone number that they can get in contact with to donate?
So they can visit our website at mealsonwheelsoc.org. Or they can call us at 714-823-3294. And they can request services at that number, or if they would like, they can arrange to make a donation.
So can you tell us a little bit more about the meals specifically? Who designs or creates them, and are they nutritionally balanced?
So all of our meals meet the nutritional requirements that are in the Older Americans Act. So they are nutritionally balanced for older adults specifically. We have a registered dietitian that oversees all of our menu planning and approves everything that goes out to make sure that we conform to that. Our meals are low sodium, so they're cardiac friendly, and they are low in concentrated sugars, so they are diabetic friendly. So all of that in one meal.
Holly, can you tell us how nutrition overall impacts seniors?
So half of all diseases impacting older adults are directly related to inadequate nutrition and nutrients. So food insecure older adults are 60% more likely to suffer from congestive heart failure or heart attack. 50% are more likely to have diabetes, and they are 3 times more likely to suffer from depression.
So speaking of depression, seniors have been sheltering in place for now more than a year. They are impacted so much. How do you foresee that the vaccine changes things for seniors, and will there be a new normal for seniors?
Isolation actually has the equivalent health impact of smoking 16 cigarettes a day. Huge impact on health, especially for older adults. So what we're seeing, and what the senior center team here has been seeing also, is that overall there's a loss of energy. The participants are more subdued. They are more shrunken. There's more sadness. There's more emotional and physical decline. And it's not just here in the Tustin area, it's really everywhere. I talk with other programs around the country, and this is very common. The vaccine is going to make a huge difference for older adults, particularly just being able to get out of the home. But senior centers can't open right away. We've been talking about that. And it is going to take a while. So being very careful about getting active again is going to be central for older adults. And things will open up, and they will open up gradually. And there are going to be lingering health impacts for many older adults as well.
Well, you're saying so much of what we're hearing from experts across the nation, that we have to take a measured approach in opening up, but there is some light at the end of the tunnel. So thank you for that. And in addition, many people don't know that you all offer more than just meals to seniors. You also have case management and care navigation services. Can you talk to us a little bit about that?
Everybody who receives our home delivered meals also has a case manager assigned to them. So normally they would be seen by our case manager in their home a few times a year, and we would be contacting them at other times as well. During COVID, that's all switched to telephone contact.
And so for all the other seniors that are in our community that haven't been in touch with your program yet, how can they get or stay in touch with you?
So they can for sure visit the City of Tustin's website at tustinca.org, or they can call the Senior Center here at 714-573-3340, or they can visit Meals on Wheels at mealsonwheelsoc.org, or contact us at 714-823-3294.
Well, Holly, we can't thank you enough for spending some time with us today to talk about Meals on Wheels OC and just provide a little bit more information to our community. But in all, we thank you for your partnership and for all of the services that you provide. And we're here to support you in any way we can.
Thank you.
This concludes Mayor Clark's Corner for March 2021. Thanks so much for being with us. Be well. And remember to visit our website to sign up for updates, view our dedicated COVID-19 page, and follow us on Facebook or Twitter. If you have any questions or concerns or suggestions, please feel free to reach out to me directly at lclark@tustinca.org. Thanks for your time. See you next month at Mayor Clark's Corner.